That gecko has collapsed like a rag multiple times now. And is having trouble breathing. As it should. Okay, it's dead now. Nice! Golden gecko pelt. We got money to gather. Well, not money to spend. The money to spend will come later. But we've only got 2 merchants because Vic is still missing. We've heard tell that he trades in the den. So that will be our next destination. After we're done with Klamath. And Vic is our connection to finding where Vault 13 is. We need to find Vault 13 because we need a Gek. That's the rundown. I should do these more often. Just to get everybody up to speed if they're not watching all the episodes all the way through. Okay, let's talk to the short, swarthy man. I'd like to trade. He says, he's got all kinds of things here, kid. Healing supplies, booze, all kinds of stuff. And I got special sources, you might say. Always willing to look at a good gecko pelt, too. Special sources? Then you should be able to give me a really good price. He says, I don't know what you're talking about, pal. Do you want to trade or not? Sure. I want to trade. Sorry for asking. Let's see what you got. Well, it was worth a try. Why does he have 2 pipe rifles now? In case I lose one? Which faction do you think was strongest at their peak of power? Bad Company Sarge asks. A great question for my Pipcast co-host that should be a Pipcast topic too, probably. But I actually thought about this question longer than I'd want to admit, because I did a little looking at the wiki as well, and I couldn't really decide. The Legion and the New California Republic, the Caesar's Legion and the New California Republic, both like expand across about 4 states each. So either one of those, maybe like at the peak of their power, like before Caesar had the concern of a brain tumor, and while the NCR did have some corruption, it wasn't until the actual war between the 2 factions that it really started to unravel. But they were also kind of overextending their territory. So probably out of those 2, possibly the Legion would have been strongest at the peak of their power. Aside from that, when you add aircraft into the idea of power and factions, then you could go with something like the Fallout 2 Enclave, because it wasn't until the Chosen One actually threw a wrench in their gears. The Enclave were a legit threat that were going to like wipe out the entire wasteland. But then when we talk about like genociding the entire wasteland, you also have the Master, which had mind powers. He could literally use his mind to influence people and things. And had an army of super mutants to back him up. So, and again, if it wasn't for the protagonist interrupting this situation, they could have been very successful in taking out the wasteland. In fact, that's how Necropolis got wiped off the map. So I guess that's like 3 answers, even though you were asking for a single faction. So it would be the Master's Army, Fallout 2's Enclave, as well as Caesar's Legion. I think all 3 of those were at the strongest at the peak of their power when it came to faction strength. 23. Okay. Redoing it this time. I keep hitting the talk button by accident. Okay, bye. I just called them ugly. That may end poorly. The Dunton brothers, because they're so cruel. They're so cruel to Tor. But now, oh yes, we have our spiked knuckles. And that puts us at, yeah, unarmed 1 to 5 versus 4 to 13. So this is a little more than double of our damage that we had. So now, we're done in Klamath, I think. We can actually, me and Sulik can hit the dusty trail. Oh, the Brahmin left a little goo pile here. Strange, noxious biological goo. It's Brahmin poop. Can I use my shovel on it? You can later. Yep, I can clean it up. I'm gonna clean up the Brahmin pen really quick, just because we can. Have we tipped Brahmin yet? Have we done that? Because we could just push him over. It's so much fun. Bleh. Can I? Nope. That does nothing. Yep, got that one. Okay, I've cleaned up the Brahmin dung piles. And we are... Let me put my shovel back. On our way to the map. I don't like that it puts the mouse on the edge because the edge scroll is a lot closer to the map screen because it's smaller. But we're gonna head to the den. Maybe get some encounters on the way. I hope we get at least one. But that may not be the case. Doesn't look like it's gonna be the case. Oh! Spoke too soon! We encounter a family of rad scorpions attacking a merchant party. A well-traveled person. Well, we're not gonna scoff at free EXP, are we? Does this man have a shotgun? This man has a shotgun. Actually gonna go over here. Because I think they completely ignore us until we engage. So now... Well, that takes all my AP. Move a little bit closer. Ooh. These merchants. They have guns. Alright. This scorpion should be dead. Punch it right in the brain, which happens to be in the groin spot. I think we've gone over this before. Rad Scorpion was quickly hit in the brain for 26 hit points, knocking the poor creature senseless. Rad Scorpion was killed. I do so much damage already. I was just clunking it on the head. I thought he had a shotgun. Nice, dude. Okay. You gotta make sure to put your weapon away when you're walking around near the boss. Otherwise, they'll start attacking you. Good thing to keep in mind. It's the middle mouse button, too, that I can switch. Yeah. It's actually a faster switch, which is kind of nice. Pretty sure that came along with the patched digital version of Fallout 2. Ah, okay. So this merchant says, "Greetings, traveler. I rarely see many people along this route, but I'm always happy to have new customers. Would you like to trade? That'd be good." And see what this guy has. Okay, so he's got more throwing knives. He does have a shotgun on him. And really not much else that I'd be interested in. Sulik has no need for a firearm. Sulik is good enough. Let's see how much these are. Oh my good, throwing knives are so expensive. No thanks, bye. I'm good. I'm good. I had no idea they were so freaking expensive. Pass. And save, also. And we go. To the den! And we want to ensure... I wouldn't ensure it was daytime if I was just playing on my own. But I have a feeling you viewers like to actually see what's happening. You know, daylight is important. Here we are. We've made it to the den. This one also has a message board. So we save. Brand new slot for the Den West. And let's check this board. See what we got. Okay. So I might summarize these again, but I remember last time we did this, I missed some crucial stuff that I should have remembered. So let's just go down the list. Someone has scribbled something on the side of this post. Wow. Okay, so it was something offensive. Says, "Becky's a whore and her drinks are watered down. She's a crook and a liar." The writing is barely legible. Return to the main page. Slavers Guild. Says, "The Slavers Guild is the best and only supplier of slaves in the wastes." Continue. For employment opportunities, buying or selling of slaves, see Slave Master Metzger. Special note. They're currently not selling slaves at the general public due to increased demand. Directions. The Slavers Guild is located on the east side of town, past Becky's and Frankie's. Okay. Bars and gambling. Two are listed. Rebecca's Gecko Bar. That'd be cool. That'd be a cool name for a bar. Rebecca's casino bar. Rebecca's casino bar has both gambling and great affordable drinks. It's like right next to the window here. Frankie's. Frankie runs a bar, inn, and pleasure business on the east side of town. Okay. Dining. Mom's is the only restaurant in the Den. She's located on the east side of town, just south of the Slavers Guild. Okay. Shops. There are 3 posts. For Tubby's. Tubby sells all sorts of items, but primarily chems and ammo. Directions. Tubby's is located west of this bulletin board. It's the first building on the right as you enter the town. That's some confusing... It's a little confusing in how they word this. Alright, Flicks. Flicks sells various items out of his office, quotes, in the residential building south from here and right below Rebecca's casino bar. And Smitty. Smitty is a local mechanic. He sometimes has things for sale. Directions. Smitty's located in the junkyard at the southwest corner of town. Return. That's it. That's all. That's all we got. There are more things happening here, by the way. So, I mentioned a mild annoyance of kids in in quite a few episodes at this point. The Den is no different. These kids out front of buildings will pickpocket you if they're given the opportunity. Kids are the scabs of the wastes, is basically what I'm trying to say. And they're pickpocketing. I don't know if their chance of success is based on you standing still or just a skill value that they have. I never figured that out. But what I do know is if they do steal from you, and it's something, I feel like if it's anything, they will take it to Tubby's and Tubby will sell it back to you, which is a pretty interesting system. Because not many games come to mind, if any, where NPCs steal from you and then can sell you back your stuff, like kind of flipping what we do as players on its head, which is kind of great. So I'm gonna make an attempt. I'm gonna run in here and see if they manage to steal anything, because you can check their pockets. Didn't steal anything. Didn't steal anything. Okay, so if you stand still, it looks as though they can possibly steal something from you. Let me try to standing still for this kid. See what he steals. Yeah, so he stole my antidote. And these guys are in the way of the door, so the kid's not gonna, run. I'm so glad you can push NPCs. Keep going, nerd. Is this kid even going to run back to Tubby? Because his path was blocked. I don't think he is. Oh well. I don't really need the antidote. Early on, could probably use one. But I think I'll be okay. I think I'll be alright. And our endurance is 6. So that puts our poison resistance at 30%. We should be fine. Should be fine. Anyway, let's talk to Rebecca. She says, "Hi there, I'm Rebecca. Can I get you something to drink? I'm sure you're thirsty after your trip through the wastes." Wow. She seems to know a lot. I'm looking for... Well, here's my first lead. I'm looking for a merchant named Vic. She says, "Yeah, I know Vic. Metzger's got him locked up. I'm not sure why, though." Okay. I have another question. "Do you have any work?" She says, "Fred owes me $200. If you can collect it somehow, we'll work something out." "And what's the catch, Rebecca?" She says, "Catch? Oh, well, if you knew Fred, you'd understand. He's owed me the money for quite a long time. I'd written it off as a loss, but if you can get it back, I'd be amazed. And grateful. He's somewhere in town, I'm sure. Alright, I'll see what I can do." Okay, so that's most of what we can do with Becky. Is this door? This door's open. Is there anybody back here? This is the kitchen. Does the kitchen have stuff? Yes, it does. Oh, wow. Let's take this stuff. I hope they don't see me through the... Oh, there's nothing in there anyway. This door is probably locked up, though. Probably where they keep all their money and stuff. So now we need to find Fred. I'm gonna run by this kid. Just so he... There we go. Let's see if... Don't forget to say hi to Flick, the kid says. Ah, he stole my Rad-X. Ah, crap, I need that. Oh, that's so good. Well, actually, do I need it? No, the Rat-Away is probably the more important one. Never mind. So I think... I vaguely recall Fred being in here, but I'm not seeing him. Because he's got this character model, the Reliance. And it looks like... Yeah, it would say his name if I was looking at the right one. So maybe I have to go to East Side first. But we're not done here just yet. We got a lot to do. So let's talk to Flick. Hey there, I'm Flick. What the frick you want, huh? Well, Flick, I'm looking for a vault. Oh yeah, and some trader named Vic, too. You know where they might be? He says, vault, huh? Maybe Mama knows about that, because I don't. But that Vic guy, him I know. Metzger's got that porca pistola. We already know who Metzger is. He's a leader of the slavers. But who's Mama? Flick says, Mama runs the food place over at the east side of town, just past the graveyard. Nice place. She's got good pasta. Mamma mia. Let me ask you something else, Flick. He says, now what? You wasting my time here. What the heck do you do here, Flick? He says, I'm a frickin' provider. What do you think? I'm like a good samurai tan guy. Say what? I provide for them little Pisanos. You provide little pianos? Pisano, you know, the kids, my kids. Your kids? Flick says, yeah, well, they work for me. They bring me things, little things, you know. I'd like to trade with you. All right, let's see what Flick has. Convenient that he has Rad-X on him. Perhaps stolen Rad-X. We're gonna hook up Best Bro Sulik with some leather armor as well. 1600. Boom. Thanks, Flick. See you around. Now we talk to Sulik. Trade with Sulik. Give him some armor. Then we talk to him. Then go to combat control. Then use best armor. And now he's got the leather armor. Now we're both leather armor bros. Give the leather armor back to me. And then let's ask him to consult the spirits about this place.
Spirits be willing to talk. What you want?
Hey, Sulik, what do they tell us about this place?
Grampy Bones said this place full of bad people.
Oh, good. Thanks.
What you be needing?
That's it. Well, that's enlightening. Bad people, you say? Can I get back here? Yes, I can. There's nothing back here. Dagnabbit, Flick. Alright. Hey, wait a gosh dang second. This looks like a Brotherhood outpost. Strange. It's a marker. This is the symbol of the Brotherhood of Steel. This marker tells the wasteland that this is their area and to leave immediately. What's this guy? A man in metal armor. You see a man wearing metal armor with a lightning bolt insignia on it. So he's wearing Tesla armor. Interesting. Let's go over here and talk to Mr. Brotherhood of Steel guy. Mr. Brotherhood of Steel guy is called Joshua. He says, hello, Caedo. What can I do for you? How do you know my name? He says, your recent activities have drawn attention to you. People talk and people listen, and word gets around. You need to remember that you are only a small fish in an ocean of sharks, Caedo. What do you mean by that? Joshua says, let's just say that you're the new kid on the block and you don't know what's going on in the neighborhood. There's a lot more going on than your simple quest. Go on, I'm listening. He says, I've said enough for now. I think you should go about your business. Wait, I need to ask you some questions. He says, all right, you're allowed one question. What will it be? Okay, we know where Vic is. I'm going to ask him straight up where I can find Vault 13. He says, I've heard plenty of tales about Vault 13 and none of them speak of its whereabouts. Good luck, Caedo. Thanks. Not super helpful. And I'm gonna guess he's not gonna let me in this little bunker. Let's give it a try anyway. There is nothing for you in there. Okay. Special thanks to Wasteland Legends, Sven, and the rest of my patrons on screen now. You can catch future episodes of this playthrough on Wednesdays and Fridays, noon and 10 a.m. Pacific. I'm Caedo Genesis. May you wander the wasteland like you own it.